All right.
Yes, are we recording, Joe?
Okay. So on this 5-minute presentation, I want to touch upon a few of the key reasons you might consider Massachusetts College MassArts, as we call it, MassArts Communication Design Certificate Program. If you're looking to launch a career in communication design, which could be graphic design, branding, UX, UI, marketing design, or many other related job titles or career titles. Or if you're just looking to add some communication design skills to your current skill set or upskill the design skills you already have. The images that you'll see in my slides are all student work from this program. And you can see there's a wide variety of project types that we cover. Print design, such as magazines, posters, brochures, tickets, and other marketing materials, as well as interactive design for websites, phones, and tablet apps, and full brands, starting with the logo design and expanding out into both print and digital materials and various swag items such as branded t-shirts, tote bags, etc. Okay, so the first reason you might consider this program is that MassArt is known for top quality education on the whole, and specifically for graphic design, or what we now call communication design. As the only freestanding public art and design college in the US, MassArt was established over 100 years ago as a place for the artistically inclined to learn a trade that would enable them to channel their artistic inclinations and talents into a practical career that would serve the public. Over the last century plus of existence, Mass College of Art and Design and our communication design programs have earned a national reputation for rigorous education where the standards are high and the graduates are very skilled. And speaking of graduates, the Communication Design Certificate Program has been in existence for over 40 years, and we have a great many grads working happily and successfully as professional designers or using their design skills as part of their jobs or careers in other ways. Many students are able to begin applying their design skills in the workplace without or before completing level 3 in the program. Our students are often able to get jobs doing some design work after completing level 1 or level 2. We constantly check in with our alumni, employers, and designers in the field to make sure our curriculum is up to date, providing an education that will get the jobs for students and careers that students want in the contemporary workplace. You might think an online program, you might think you're not going to feel like part of a community, or it might be hard to form relationships and make connections. But since we've become an online program several years ago, we've worked really hard to find ways to make sure those nurturing peer relationships and those connections with designers in the field still happen and are incorporated as a key aspect of the student experience. There are many opportunities to meet professional designers, learn from them, ask them questions, and follow up with them individually if you want to, including not just our instructors and our program's professional mentor on staff, but alumni and professional designers who serve as portfolio reviewers, guest presenters, and guest critics in our classrooms. Designers are artists who solve real-world problems with thoughtfulness and creativity. People often think we're just hired to make things look good, but the looks are just the tip of the iceberg. If you've ever used an app or gone to a website and been frustrated trying to find the information you want, and it's so annoying, you wonder who designed this and don't they understand, how to make something easy to use. So that's actually a very big part of what we do as designers and what you'll learn in this program. But also, design can bring delight, it can bring joy, it can make something fun or exciting, or make a person feel seen and comforted, or in other ways, emotionally enhance a person's life. In this program, you'll have many opportunities to explore how you can bring your own ideas and your individuality to creatively shape visual experiences that are memorable and unique to enhance the experience of the audience or users. And lastly, the biggest challenge for us, and one that we take very seriously as a priority, is how to balance the education needed for our students to meet their goals and get the best jobs and careers available, with the fact that you might be working a full-time job or raising a family or have other important things going on in your life that you can't just drop in order to focus solely on your education. As the skill set required for designers continues to change and grow, it is always top of mind for us to maintain this program as quality education that's doable for busy adults. We work closely with our students to make the program work for them because we really care about each student as an individual, and we care about your struggles as well as your success. So thank you for watching my presentation. And I am now going to introduce Madoka, who, as mentioned, recently graduated from level 3 in our program, and she's going to tell you a bit about her experience.
Yeah, so I think I joined the program in 2021. I think that sounds right. And honestly, it's been such a life changer for me. I've met some like really incredible friends here, but more importantly, it's sort of like catapulted me into a career that I really sort of always dreamt for myself, but was always kind of like scared to really go for. But I've since graduating the program, I've been freelancing for Lindsay Hill Design, who works out of Boston. She's been an incredible mentor for me. So currently we're working on two projects. One is a complete rebrand of a taqueria in East Boston, soon to open, hopefully. And then another is a project that we just started maybe about a week ago, and it is an annual report for a health organization in Dorchester. So two very different projects, but everything that I've learned through the program, I've carried straight to into these projects. So just a little bit about me.
Thank you. And want to just tell us what you were doing before you decided to do this program? And
Oh
yeah.
yeah. So I have my undergraduate, I have a fine arts degree. I concentrated on bookbinding, artist book and bookbinding. And I spent about 10 years in the restaurant industry, completely outside of anything art related. And I still do, but throughout the program was working and am working full time at the pharmacy in at Angel MSPCA.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to play a short video. I just want to introduce you to the person you're going to see. It's a 2-minute video recorded by a student in our program named Danilo Martinez. He's currently in level 2 of the program. And Danilo attended an arts high school and was interested in design when he was in high school, but he pursued an MBA with a marketing concentration. In the MBA program, he found he most enjoyed the courses that touched on design. So actually, he's completed his MBA, and then he enrolled in our communication design certificate program. So let me cue up this 2-minute video. And I think I have to, yeah, I have to share the screen. But let me just get the video set up first.
Currently,
All right,
I work in the tech industry as an instructor.
All right, I'll start it again once I get it shared. All right, let me just view this. There we go. Okay.
At Apple.
Wait a minute. All right.
Apple, focusing on technology with an emphasis on accessibility. So in the future, I aim to move further into this space and eventually transition to a more strategic role where I can contribute to the development of accessible and equitable design in technology. I believe that continuing to hone my craft and developing a deeper understanding of design will allow me to make a meaningful impact on how technology serves diverse users, especially those with unique accessibility needs. As far as the experience in this program so far, the experience it's been incredibly rewarding, I will say. One of the key things that I've enjoyed is the emphasis on typography. So instructors will frequently mention how typography is the backbone of good design, and this idea is definitely reinforced throughout all the assignments, and just learning about the differences between serif and sans serif typefaces, and just understanding when and how to use each of them has been particularly enlightening to me. And also, the program has introduced me to a lot of tools and concepts that have significantly improved my efficiency as a designer. Learning about paragraph styles, master pages, and column grids, to name a few, has not only made me more organized, but also more mindful in my approach to design. And I found that becoming more disciplined as a designer naturally leads to being a more thoughtful one too. So what I love about the program overall is that there's a balance as well between structured projects with also more open exploratory assignments, which allows for personal growth and also self-expression as both an artist and a designer.
All right. All right, Alex, you're up.
Perfect. Hey, everyone, I'm Alex Barbosa, and I teach intermediate typography. A little background on me: I graduated from the undergrad at MassArt in the graphic design department back in 2012. I then started working at a branding agency for 5 years that specialized in luxury hospitality, then moved over to marketing ad work, and then startup. And then today I work as the associate art director over at Zipcar. So it's a little background on me as I kind of work within this program. I got my first start with working with Alyssa as a guest reviewer. As a working professional, Alyssa brought me in to review some of the students' work, and then that progressed into reviewing portfolio work and being like a guest presenter. And then I had the opportunity to come in and teach, and I've been teaching for about 4 years now in the intermediate type class. I had Madoka. I also had Danilo that we just saw on the video last semester. And the reason why I love this program is that a lot of the teachers that currently work in the program are also actively, a lot of the teachers that teach in this program are actively working on the outside. So me, for example, I work at Zipcar. I have another coworker that works at Joe the Architect. So you're getting real world experience, real world test within the program from stuff that we experience on the day in and day out. My course, I incorporate digital ads because that's stuff that we deal with, social media stuff. So we're always aiming to kind of update the program and bring new challenges that we currently face in our own design professions into the stuff we teach. It's a big reason why I love this program. I get to work with phenomenal students that have like a passion for design. And, in my course, we really needle down in terms of typography and making decisions that aren't just based off of like aesthetics. We really think through our decisions in terms of typefaces, the colors we use. So really teaching everyone like how to come up with concepts and how to make sure your concepts come through your work. Stuff that I love doing in my day-to-day work, and I bring it into my classroom. And yeah.
Great. Thank you, Alex.
Mhm.
Okay. Next on the agenda is another short video, and this video is Lindsay Hill, who Madoka mentioned, because Madoka is actually working for Lindsay Hill Design. So Lindsay, I've known Lindsay for a long time, and she's been involved with this program as a portfolio reviewer. And as a portfolio reviewer, she sees the students' work, and she also gets very excited about some of the students, and always, wants to reach out to students, invite students to reach out to her, and she's frequently employed our students and grads and help them, with their careers. So I'm just going to play that video. Let me share first. It's short, just a few minutes. All right.
Speaking to my experience with working with program students and grads has been fantastic. I've employed many, many students that I just mentioned and grads over the years. I am fortunate to be able to select the cream of the crop of the students and give them real world hands-on experience. After a couple of years, they're eager to experience an agency environment, and I'm able to make introductions for them with all of the people in the agencies in Boston that I know. Then I bring in new talent. I'm currently working with 3 graduates of the program, which is absolutely fantastic, and they are such true talents. The next question that I was posed was, what is your general impression of the program, students and grads? My answer is simple. It is my go-to program. I think very highly of it, and it's obvious, or I wouldn't keep working with them for decades on end. The program is very successful in giving students the skills they need to make it in the real world. If the program feels the student needs extra help, they reach out to me or other professionals, I assume, for private and or group mentoring. It is a win-win for everybody. I absolutely love being a mentor. I love working with students. I'm a natural at it, and I just love to help, people in need get to where they need to be.
Okay, and I'm going to segue into the next video from here, which is Izzy Walter. She's a recent grad who works at the Museum of Fine Arts as a designer in Boston. So she will tell you about that.
I also met so many people through the program that helped me find this job at the MFA. I remember one of our guest critics in my Foundations of Graphic Design class worked at the MFA in the job that I have now, like about 10 years ago. And we connected during that class. So I reached out to her when I was ready to apply for this, and she gave me a long informational interview about what it would be like to work here and what I should know before the interview the next day. So I felt really confident going into it. So in conclusion, I love MassArt. I think you should consider it if you're interested in being a graphic designer and really having those skills in your tool belt. But it'll really push you. The classes do really ramp up by the end, and all of the instructors really push you to expand your projects and make them better and better as the years go on. Something that they kind of do as the classes get more advanced is we go back to old projects and completely redo them. So there's always the chance to grow, and taking that feedback and not taking it personally will really help you grow as a designer. And there are the banners I designed. Bye.
Okay. I think that is it for our part of the presentation about the program and hearing from students, grads, faculty, employers. Thanks very much, and I'm always happy to answer any questions that you have. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Joe to